I'd like you to meet my next guest, Rakesh. He's an extremely successful lawyer, runs his own law firm based out of Delhi. He, as a working professional, tends to travel quite a bit, but he's been on this optimal health program and he's seen a huge amount of benefits. I'd like you to hear from him because he's truly an ambassador of good health. So let's hear what Rakesh has to say. Thanks, Rakesh, for being able to make it. I've been hearing your stories, about your journey with Namita. It's been really, really exciting. So would love to hear a little bit. Give us your background and how did you sort of come about to hear about this program?
Hi, Natasha. Thanks, and good afternoon, everyone. You see, I am a career professional. I'm not I know I don't, I've never worked for companies, and I never worked for. So I'm a corporate commercial lawyer. A self-employed for the last 2.5 decades. Now that makes it incumbent upon us to be in our job 24/7. Handhold our clients through whatever. In terms of my space, it meant that I travel a lot. I have to my timings are erratic. My foods are not only erratic, but they get into different kind of food, nature of food. Even now when I'm speaking, I'm outside India on an assignment. So this has been the feature of of how I kind of I have been. Obviously, I got impacted with lifestyle ailments, and that made me kind of read and know about it. So I was in the space where I knew things are not right, and and this is for almost the last decade. So I have been trying things, and I have been making partial success. But one thing is that certain is that I've never been able to sustain anything. I mean, there has been spikes and ups and downs, but so being in the space, I got in touch with I came across a friend. She visited me one evening, and she was on this program at that point in time. And as usual, when you have somebody visiting, I said, "Look, let's have a snack or something." And she said, "No, I'm on a program, and I won't kind of want to eat." And I said that, "Look, program means starving, and why are you starving yourself? I mean, you're
Right.
here visiting me." And she said, "No, I'm not eating because I'm starving. I'm not eating because I'm okay. I mean, I don't feel the the need to eat." That kind of stuck with me, and and we got on a conversation, and that's how she introduced this program to me.
Okay, that's great to hear. So Rakesh, you've been on the program, and and you're traveling, So I guess, and you've still been pretty disciplined in terms of making sure that the program works for you. Do you want to give us a little bit of an idea of how you've been managing that, even when you're traveling? Is the program easy enough to do even if you're not, at home? Is it something that you know how to do?
Yeah, you see, as you rightly said, in my mind, I have put it into four baskets. You see, this whole regime of being able to walk and be physically active is very travel agnostic. I can do it anywhere. I mean, I can
Right.
go to a metro station, and I can walk up to my office. So that's what gets in. Gets really is are the food quality and timings. Okay, but the way it is, I've understood it. The requirements of food, I think they are universally available. And you can also carry them, some of them, with you wherever you are, right? So I've been able to kind of arrange it that way. And of course, then hydration is something that I'm very conscious about. And of course, and I'll tell you more about that. I mean, what I felt about the supplement. So with this four baskets, I think I've been able to deal with it better in the last 3 weeks that I've been with this program.
That's great. You were saying you wanted to share about the supplements. What has been your take on that?
You see, as you rightly said, we have all done supplements. Okay, I mean, we read, we hear, we talk, we to friends, people who have done supplements. I think what had not happened, and which is happening, is that I did not understand the supplement body interaction. You know, and through your audios and kind of that provoked me to read more and all that. I understand the supplementation process better, and when I understand that better, I the motivation to do it is larger. Okay, I understand that how, how, I mean, I've done the readings about Neutralite, whatever I have been, and I understand. And so once that makes, you see, being a lawyer, only logic makes sense to me. Okay, so I once that got into me, I mean, there was no looking back. I knew that it's just not an option once you are. So supplementing without understanding the process, I would say, is kind of okay. It's fine. It may work, may not work. But what has worked here is for me is that I really do it with a lot of information awareness now.
That's great. That's great. And before I let you go, Rakesh, what are the, couple of benefits that you've seen for yourself on this program so far in the 3 weeks that you've been on?
See, what I mean, to say that in terms of feeling much more healthy, and my overall being healthy, my sugar levels in control. I mean, I monitor it very closely, having the energy levels, and and the focus. I mean, that's there. That's I would say that happened very early, and that's improving each day. But what has happened is that I have got a very, kind of, I'm still discovering, but I have a clarity of thought around what matters to me. Okay, so I can really kind of, we get so much of data and information about health, food, nutrition, this, exercise, and it really gets muddled up in our brains, and we simply freeze and we are paralyzed, and we do
True,
nothing about
true.
it. We are unable to process the data. So that's one thing that I've got a very kind of emerging clarity around that, and that makes my connection with my mental and physical self better. So I'm kind of connected to that. Then I have learned to live without cravings. So that's something which has happened first time in my life, you know and I now can distinguish that when I'm hungry and when I'm craving. You see, I mean, the need to have food and the wish to have food, I can, and in fact, at times, we can't. I mean, I could certainly not discover or distinguish between being thirsty and being hungry. So
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
so that's a so and above all, I think what has worked is that I've been able to manage my diabetes very well. Okay, that's something. And as you say, and the doctors say that that's such so central to your whole body ecosystem, that if you are able to control your diabetes, things start falling in place, in terms of your body aches, your recoveries, your immunities, and all that. So that's been over the overall my journey.
That's amazing. Thanks so much, Rakesh, for sharing. We're up almost at the hour, so I'm going to let you go. But it was lovely that you could make it. Thank you for joining us. Really appreciate it, and I wish you the best over the next couple of weeks in terms of making this, way of life for yourself.